All right. Welcome back into the PFA podcast. I am Cole, your host, with my co-host Evan and Jordan Peak. Uh, Tonight we're going to be talking about the AFC and NFC South, and we're also going to be doing questions from the comments today. I'm going to throw it to Jordan, Mr. TikTok over here, to get us started with questions from the
I'm the
comments.
very best TikToker in the whole world. The first question, pretty simple. Who's your top 5 picks this year? If you have 1 through 5, who you taking 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Cole, who you got?
All right. Jameer Gibbs is my 101. My 102 is Bijan. My 103 is Justin Jefferson. My 104 is Jonathan Taylor. And then my 105, it's a tight race between probably 3 guys, but I would give the edge to Jamar Chase, even though I hate Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase is, he's a special talent. So you got to give talent credit where talent's due.
You sounded like you wanted to put Justin Jefferson at 2.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I'm a Jefferson lover. I'm a Gibbs lover,
I
and
think that's when it becomes not advice. That becomes...
hey, listen. If you're gonna learn one thing from me, you're gonna get a lot of bias from me, because I play with my heart when it comes to fantasy football. So,
All right, Bear, quickly, who's your top 5?
Got Gibbs going 1, Bijan at 2. We got. Golly.
what are you
Golly.
doing?
What am I doing?
Bijan 2.
Yeah, Bijan 2. Go. Chase at 3.
Okay.
I love Jefferson, but I don't want to seem like I'm copying y'all. I'm like right
It's
there
your
with
top
you.
5. It's
Yeah,
your top 5.
I know. We'll go Jefferson at 4, and then I want Barkley at the 5. I know he's supposed to go a lot later.
Good.
They picked up the OC from the Rams when they had Todd Gurley. And
Little Barkley signing.
I think
Okay.
he's gonna be pretty good.
Mine's just pretty simple. It's Bijan, Gibbs, Jefferson, Taylor, and Chase.
Okay.
So, unique question here. Who, in your opinion, in all of fantasy, but we'll go with like the last 2 decades, is the best fantasy player that's come out of Georgia? You know, some may say Todd Gurley,
Yeah,
but that's like a little Derrick Rose-esque, you know? And some may say like AJ Green. Some may say Matthew Stafford. Some may say like
Chubb.
Who is your guy and why?
I'm not a big Georgia guy, but I just he won people championships, so you got to go with Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
There were some great performances by the other guys, but Todd Gurley literally carried teams to championships. Alex,
Yeah.
no longer in our league, traded for Todd Gurley one year, and Todd Gurley literally toted him to a championship, kind of like Chris McCaffrey did for Evan that one year.
Yeah.
But
The only way you can win.
only way he can win. Evan hopped on his back, but
Get
Todd
on
Gurley was a supernova for the little stretch that he
Yeah.
had. So I'm going with Todd. Todd Gurley's my pick.
I'm there with him. I think the next person would be Nick Chubb. If Nick Chubb could have stayed more healthy, I think he could have overtaken just from longevity wise on Todd Gurley.
Mm.
I know we got Todd Gurley up here, and I love him.
And we know your answer.
Yeah, mine's definitely Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
If he would have played 2 years, I would have said Todd Gurley. But
Yeah.
the 4 years he played, he was on 55% of championship teams.
Yeah.
He was crazy.
He wasn't on one of them though.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't.
no.
That's
The
that's when you had all
greatest
your,
team that never won.
That's when you had all your butt buddies go pick up everybody off the waiver wire. But
Greatest team that never won.
We'll hit that later.
Greatest team that never won.
Last one, okay? What is just your thoughts on Roma Dunze going into this next year? Not in the future, but just this next year in redraft fantasy. What are your thoughts on Roma Dunze?
From the previous year of getting about 40 trades from Jordan, with Roma Dunze in it, acting like he is top 5. I absolutely hate him. I don't want him on my team.
He was top 5.
Yeah, for 3 games.
No, for 5.
Okay, sorry, 2 more. He's always right, though. I mean, DeAndre Swift.
I am always right.
And the no name from the Vikings is going to be bell cow backs.
No, I just said he'd be better than Jordan Mason.
I don't want him on my team. I think Luther Burden's the one there, and I think the two is Colson Loveland. I don't think Romadunze is that special.
I think the one is Colston Loveland, and to be honest with you, I have a bias with Luther Burden. I've always really enjoyed a slot receiver that can, kind of extend out wide, but also play mostly in the slot.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a lot of those cheap targets from Caleb Williams. But if I end up with either one of them from the draft, that's the one I'm going to like more. That's just plain and simple.
I think they're just going too close. I think we're all Burden guys for that team next year or this coming year. But I think that Rome is going way too close to him, so it doesn't make sense to take Rome Odunze this year.
Yeah.
Let somebody else draft him.
Yeah.
That's it. But those are the three questions. Any more, feel free to comment, and we'll hit them during the podcast. All right, Cole, what you got?
So that's going to lead us into the NFC and AFC breakdown. We are going to start with the AFC South, and probably the easiest team we're going to hit, besides maybe the Jets when we get to them, is the Titans. So
I would like to take this.
Yeah, go ahead.
They are technically my favorite team. I'm a fantasy guy, but if I had to pick a team, it would be the Titans because I miss Derrick Henry and that big blue. I think Cam Ward is a lot better than what he portrays.
Okay.
The running back situation is scary. I think Singleton will win it by the end of the year. And that's a scary thing to say because what round did he go in? Fourth?
I don't know what round he got drafted in. I know he's not on my draft board.
Yeah, he's like one of the last picks in the draft for me.
Yeah.
Receiver-wise, Cornell Tate. I love this for him. I really like Cornell Tate this year. They beefed up the O-line, let him air out the ball a little bit more, kind of. I mean, their O-line wasn't that terrible last year. I mean, Cam Ward got hit, 20 times a game? It's not that bad, right? Fantasy-wise, I think Cornell Tate's the only bright spot. And then NFL-wise, not very good. Another high pick next year in the draft.
All right. I'll go next. Cam Ward got hit a lot too because he holds the ball for 6 seconds. He runs around everywhere. I think the Titans.
Mahomes.
Well, yeah, but I think the Titans are going to be playing from behind.
Did you just compare Cam Ward to Patrick Mahomes?
I did.
They both do that.
This is why I cuss.
Yeah, they both do that.
Mahomes is in a 10 times better system.
Mahomes is also a 10 times better quarterback.
Well, we haven't seen it from Cam Ward yet. Because he has nobody around him.
Please.
Mahomes went in and got Tyreek, had Travis Kelce, good O-line.
So you're telling me he could be Mahomes?
Andy Reid.
If he was on the...
I'm not saying he could be Mahomes. I'm not saying he could be Mahomes, but he could be better than what he is.
Okay.
I mean, if you think so, stand on it.
I'm standing on it.
There you go. You're saying maybe. I don't know.
He won't be better than Patrick Mahomes, but will he be a better player than what he's doing right now? Yes.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I had to interrupt you. What were you saying?
What I'm saying, they're going to be playing from behind a lot. I think Cornell Tate's going to win the receiver room by the end of the year. Okay. I do think that Wan'Dale Robinson is going to vulture a lot at the beginning of the year underneath. A lot of PPR points, stuff like that from playing from behind. I don't think he's a terrible... I mean, I'll have him on my team. I just think he's going to catch a lot of passes. He could score 12 points and have 20 yards.
Especially if the vote goes through for full PPR.
Yeah.
There's people that want our league to go to full PPR. We're going to vote on that before the draft. So
it doesn't even really matter anymore. I think all leagues should really be full PPR.
Yeah.
The running backs catch so many passes that it almost helps the running backs more than it helps the people that draft receivers.
No.
I'm going to make it short and sweet for the Titans. There's not a single person on my draft board. If I can pick up a piece of the running back room in Tajay Spears or Tony Pollard extremely late in the draft, I'll do that. But other than that, I'm not. Cornell Tate, scared because of Cam Ward. Wandale, scared because Cam Ward. There's just nobody on the team that interests me. The Titans are a complete avoid for me.
Let me rephrase my thing real quick. I'm saying if I get him where I want him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to go get Wandale or I'm going to go get Cornell Tate. But if they are where they're supposed to be when I want them, so if they're a round or two back from where they are, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. So I think that's going to move us on. We're going to go on to the Texans now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with the Texans.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I think Nico Collins gets drastically overdrafted every year because he's shown that his body cannot hold up to a receiver one workload, in my opinion. I know that's counting on injury, but at this point it's a trend, and I don't like the trend. So Nico Collins to me is someone that if he's going middle of the fourth, late fourth, I'd consider him. But I just would, in the back of my mind, think that he's not going to be there anymore. David Montgomery, good middle to late round target for running backs. I like him. CJ Stroud is a streaming quarterback at best. And there's no tight end on the team that interests me. They're just streaming tight ends. So that's my view on the
Who's the starter? Dalton Schultz.
Schultz, yeah. Schultz just isn't fast enough. He's not dynamic enough. He'll catch some passes. He'll have a game where he catches 8
in
balls.
the red zone. He lose video.
I didn't put my phone up.
Okay. We had some technical difficulties. Someone forgot to plug up their phone.
Bear's an idiot.
Jordan, you gotta start.
I mean,
Bear
good.
called
You gotta plug up.
Bear called me old and forgot to plug
You
the
gotta
camera.
plug
The
up.
youngest guy here forgot to plug up.
I need Jordan to take accountability. I
It
need
is
full
not
hand.
Jordan.
If you don't put a hand up,
I'll give you half.
no, full.
Okay.
That's
cuts.
the best you're getting.
Okay,
Cold
all right, let's
cuts
go.
over here.
Cole, I think you were on Dalton Schultz.
I was on Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz he's a guy that can get you 8 targets. He could be a red zone target. He's a streaming tight end, just like most of the tight ends are. You can pick him up, start him, hope he has a good week. Other than that, I think it's I don't really see anybody that's going to be drafted high other than Nico Collins, and Nico Collins is just out of the range that I want to take him.
I think the only guy that I'm really big on is David Montgomery.
Okay.
I think that everybody else on that team, they're either right where I would draft them. And actually, I don't even know about that. I think they're all kind of just a little higher than I want. Like Schultz, cool. You know, Stroud, sure. You know, you can stream him.
Yeah.
But Nico Collins, he's just a little higher than I would want to take him. He also, I had him on his breakout year, so it was cool to have him. But what I realized very early, he is very situational.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nico Collins is only going to break out in certain games.
Time out.
Where
Time out. He was my baby. I had him when he broke out. I did.
Okay, well that's
want
just
you to know.
unfactual.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Who
it's
picked him
just-
up off the waiver wire?
It's just
And who kept on bragging that it's my guy? Who? Cole? Cole, say it right now. It's the youngest
I
brother.
don't like Nico. I've never
It's-
paid attention to him. I
well,
don't know. This is up to y'all.
It's my guy. Now you can keep on going with whatever you're saying. I just want you to speak
Okay.
some facts.
That's
about
just
Nico.
that's just not factual. What it is I got him
I raised him.
and I traded him to Cole for Bijan. And Cole traded Nico to Trey.
That was not his breakout year.
It
But that is
absolutely
like his
was.
second. That's his second year.
It's
But when he made a
absolutely-
name for himself was his first year. I had him. I mean, I went all the way to the championship and I lost to Trent.
I think your brain's foggy.
No, because that's when I traded Gio.
He did have
He-
his rookie year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, granted, his rookie year wasn't that
Did
great.
you trade him away?
At the end of no, it was always on my team.
You had him the year that he was like wide
The
receiver
breakout,
1
yeah.
through like 9 weeks. You traded him to me. He literally did not play a game for me.
You
I
traded
went and
him,
moved him for Amon,
and he got hurt.
and then he got hurt the very next game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
His rookie year he did do something. He was.
I'm not saying
he was
he's
a very
bust.
good.
I'm
No,
saying,
he was a very
I'm saying
good
he was a
flex.
very good waiver wire pickup. Yeah, I'm
He was
just.
very good. He wasn't a Puka waiver wire pickup, but he was.
I was a Puka waiver wire pickup.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think you're crazy, but all right, yeah.
He was not crazy.
So what do you think of the Texans?
I think
Mr. Mr. Collins.
Yeah, I raised him. He's my son. Nico's my baby. I think the only two bright spots are David Montgomery and Nico. If Nico can stay healthy, he's, I think, going to be a wide receiver 1. So 12-man league, top 12. If he can stay healthy. David Montgomery, through week 7, he was like top 8 running back. Whenever you traded him to, no, he was doing pretty good.
No, I traded him at the beginning of the year, and he was doing good at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
And then he hit a terrible stretch of 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the season, he did have quite a few.
If you were drafting David Montgomery off the success he had in the Lions, you are making a mistake.
Okay,
If you are drafting David Montgomery off of the success that he had when he was at the Bears, that is what he's going to be.
I can't get a word off with Watermelon Head over here.
I disagree. I think David Montgomery's going to be better than he was on the Bears.
I agree.
He has way more touches. He has way more,
He had a ton of touches at the Bears, too.
Yeah, he also was playing with the Bears that couldn't throw the ball.
Okay, but I get that. But
Who's the starting quarterback?
For the Bears?
Yeah, at the time.
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
No,
it was
it was Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
That's right. Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah. Who was their number 1 receiver? Anybody?
Wasn't it Alshon?
No, it was Allen Robinson III. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I know ball.
it's a little different.
But the thing is he's not on the Lions. He's not on a team that's a high-powered, high-octane offense anymore.
He's also not losing over half his touches.
You're right, but they can stack the box against the defensive-minded, running the ball head coach.
And then you
No,
go.
the Nico isn't that bad. Nico's going to get open.
I'm not saying he's that bad. What I'm saying is that
And Stroud's not that
people
bad.
are not scared of them throwing the ball. That's why Nico breaks off one for 75 like once every other game.
I understand too, but there's a difference between being scared, not being scared of somebody being able to throw the ball, and we're talking about the Jets, and we're talking about the Texans. That's two different not scared of throwing the ball. It's like, I'm not scared that the Texans can throw the ball, but they will dump it over your head.
Yeah.
If you say, hey, Jets, I'm not scared of you throwing the ball, and Breece Hall is going to finish running back 30, I might agree with you. There's two. That's
David
two
Montgomery
different
isn't Breece Hall. David Montgomery does not have
You're
the
right.
talent
I
that
think
Breece
he's
Hall
better.
does.
David Montgomery is.
You gonna put a bet?
Put a bet.
I don't-
On who's going to do
hold on.
better this year?
Yeah.
You think Breece Hall,
Breece Hall versus David Montgomery.
without getting traded to another team, is
He just re-signed a contract. He's not going to trade anywhere.
You do know Breece Hall is going round 2, right?
yes, and he's been doing that every year. Why is it this
Okay,
year
bet
that
me.
it's great?
Bet me.
Did they change the coach or something?
Bet me.
They've changed the coach the past 3 years, I
Yeah.
believe.
They have in the backfield with
Stand on your take. You said David Montgomery is better.
I'm giving you a reason. I think he's going to finish better than Breece Hall. Yeah.
Okay, y'all want me to leave?
For what?
Y'all been arguing.
I think
Bet
that's
me.
there's
Yeah,
bet.
bet.
What are we betting for? Are we just bragging rights? I have to agree with everything you say on a whole podcast, even if I don't like it.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
agree with me.
I like that.
Like no
You
matter
got it.
what.
Every
no
time
matter
Cole
what it
says,
is.
isn't that right, Bear? Bear's got to go, uh-huh.
There we go.
Yep. There we go.
I would rather get like pie
I just
in
got
the
the
face.
freest win.
Okay.
Obviously, with the caveats that we always
Injury,
do,
right, yeah,
injuries
and
and stuff.
both of them like to get a little injured.
Yeah.
So,
But
I mean, I've covered the Texans. I mean, arguing about the Montgomery thing, though, it is a different situation. It's a better situation than it was with the Bears. He is older, though.
yeah,
But I do think Montgomery is built more for a workload than Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall is a better running back, but I think Montgomery is built for a workload. Breece Hall is built for
I mean,
a superstar.
they've been
Like-
splitting. This isn't AFC East episode, but they've been splitting carries with Braylon Allen also behind Breece Hall. A lot.
Dude, you are just digging into Brees.
I don't like him. I think he's going way too early. Way too early.
Don't draft him then.
Okay, I'll draft him.
I'll draft
take
him.
him.
And
You'll
then
take him.
you.
Dorsey 2.0 and Dorsey
We're
3.0.
gonna go to the Colts now. Evan, what you see with the Colts?
I see Jonathan Taylor's going to perform better than Brees Hall.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
just making sure you're not delusional. Who's their quarterback? Who's their quarterback?
I'm the delusional one for saying Brees Hall is going to outperform David Montgomery.
David Montgomery's going in like the 5th and 6th round.
Yeah,
Brees Hall's
and
going
he's
in the
gonna-
second.
and that's awesome. I'm glad y'all ADP Warriors.
And I'm
Love
not.
it.
I'm just saying.
I love
I'm
it.
just telling you the. It's not on your side.
I agree,
Okay.
and that's why I'm right.
There's a difference between being an ADP warrior and literally listening to like the entire fantasy community that says
No.
this guy is better than the other guy.
Well, I do.
awesome.
I will
That's-
say I will go against everybody. If I have a take and I believe it, I will go against everybody. So I'm glad you're
I
saying.
got a backbone, not a wishbone. Okay. First off.
This is a wish
First
bone.
off.
You are wishing.
Second of all,
that Montgomery is
we're
better.
not talking about the AFC East. Let's be done with that. We already made the bet. Who's the Colts quarterback? Daniel Jones ain't back yet. Is it Anthony Richardson? It's got to be. That's like
Daniel
that's the only
Jones.
guy.
This is gonna be Daniel.
Just Daniel Jones.
It's gonna be Daniel.
He'll be back. He may not play the first game,
He
but
might not play the first two.
he'll play 16 or he'll play
Yeah.
15 or 14.
Okay.
It's gonna be Daniel Jones
Yeah.
most of the time.
And then receiver room. Am I drawing a blank? No, we got Alec Pierce. You picked him up late. He did very well for you. Very well for you. And then you got Tyler Warren.
Yeah. Alec Pierce has been or do I start him?
He got the contract this year.
I know, but he's always been a do I start him guy.
Yeah.
You know, so I do know that Pittman left, right? So that's good. So I do think Alec Pierce is a decent guy to have, like depth piece. I'm not going to bet on him, especially with not knowing Daniel Jones is going to come back. The only surefire thing on the Colts is my guy, not your guy, Jonathan Taylor. I go out and get Taylor. I draft him. I trade for him. You've given up on him. Jonathan Taylor's definitely my guy, and I do like him a lot. I do think, though, in our league, I won't get him this year. I think that he will be drafted before, because I love drafting at the end of the draft. So I think he'll be drafted before it gets to the end of the first.
We're not gonna go into the whole my guy thing. This that would take up 2 hours. But
You don't think Tyler Warren's
in my
pretty
opinion,
good tight end?
I think he's good, but I don't think there's a tight end, and y'all besides Brock Bowers, I don't think there's a tight end
Check it, bro.
that I would not this year that I would pay for with the draft. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think any of us are like that. Though.
but if Brock Bowers went, I would take him. But
Are
that's
you
it.
going?
Colston Loveland.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm there with you. He's talking about going out and paying for.
I
a
would
guy.
pay for Colston Loveland.
Yeah, but that's a value pick too, though, because he's going further down than Brock Bowers.
That's fine.
And probably Tyler.
But
Warren.
you don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying I'd take him a round or two above his ADP.
I don't like where Warren's going. I don't like that I'm going to get the tight end 4 that's going to score 20 points higher than tight end 9, and I got to draft him 5 rounds earlier. If that makes sense.
My view on Tyler Warren is he's going to be a streaming tight end.
Yeah.
You're gonna, if you get him, you might be able to start him for a year and have some good games. But if Tyler Warren was on my team, I'd be playing matchups with tight ends.
Let me make this very clear about
I
tight ends
wouldn't
and the
pick.
way I view them.
I would start him.
If you don't have the number 1 or number 2 tight ends,
Right. Colston Loveland.
then there is no reason that you should draft the 4th.
No.
The difference between 4 and 12 is not big enough. Now the difference between
Right.
1 and 4 is massive.
I think this year could be a difference on that. I think Tyler Warren is in that realm of possibility where he is one of them 4 that are producing way more than the 5th to the 12th, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, now am I gonna go out and get him? No, I'm not gonna go out and get pretty much any tight end.
I'll get the easy ones out of the way. Tyler Warren, just talked about him. Jonathan Taylor, if he's there,
Yeah.
draft him where he's at. I mean, if you're in that spot of the draft, hope you get him. Daniel Jones, streaming quarterback when he comes back. Anthony Richardson, when he starts for those 3 games. If he gets in the end zone with his legs, good for you. If you want to start him,
With
I'm not
3
going to do that.
interceptions.
Oh no, he might get too tired to finish the drive out.
That's true.
He's gonna sing a rap song about it.
I do think we are completely overlooking the wide receiver core for the Colts. There was a usable receiver for the Colts every game in fantasy. There was. And in my opinion, with Alec Pierce getting the contract, he is an extreme value in every draft right now. And if you get him, if he falls to you, you get him, you're going to have a wide receiver one for a team.
I agree, but his ADP keeps climbing. So that's what I'm saying. If you look a few weeks ago, he's higher. The mock drafts I'm doing, he continues to go higher and higher and higher. And I guess my point is I'm not sold that he's going to be the guy.
No.
Now, he may be paid like the guy.
If he's climbing
but
into
I don't know if he's going to be the guy.
If he's climbing into the 5th, 4th, 3rd round, obviously I'm not going to take him. But if he stays down there in the 6th, 7th, 8th round,
Dude, he was going to the 10th at first.
But
and then now
here's what I'm
he's
saying:
yeah.
if he's in the 6th, 7th, 8th round, I'm still taking him.
Oh,
I like
100%.
the value on him.
100%.
I love the value on him. If he keeps climbing, I don't want him. He hasn't proven that much to me. But I do think if he stays where he's at right now, which I think is going to be where he's going to end up, is around the 6th, 7th, 8th round, you're gonna love to take him. I also think Josh Downs is a value at the end of the draft. He's a good underneath guy, especially in PPR leagues. He's going to catch a lot of balls this year. Mm-hmm. Is he going to break them? No. Can he fall in the end zone a couple times? Yes. But he's going to catch a lot of passes this year.
Yeah.
So that's my take on the Colts. We're going to wrap up the AFC South with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right. Can you tootin' guys go ahead and tootin' guys? Y'all go ahead and talk about him real quick.
I'm not a.
Oh, are you really not? I thought you were.
No, I'm a avoid Jags backfield until I figure out what's happening, and then I'll trade for the one that is doing well.
Bayshaw, Tootin. You gotta go out and get your guy when you want him, and he's going around mid-4th right now. And if he's there, I'm taking him.
Please, please take him in the middle of the 4th round.
Well, hold on, I want to get you're telling me right now that you're going to take him middle of the 4th if he's available and you're in the middle of the draft. Over David Montgomery?
Yeah.
You're going to take him over.
So Scatterbo is going around there. And then
Scatterbo is going one spot higher.
Winshaw Junkins is around later.
DeAndre Swift is going one spot lower. And
I would take Swift, Judkins. The only one I wouldn't take is Scatterbo.
Yeah, I don't want Scat.
Bryce is going below him. Montgomery's going below him.
Yeah, the two were in that spot. If I'm looking for a running back that round, is Tootin and Judkins.
Rico Dowdle's going below him.
That's my. I like Dowdle too, but I think it's
Dowdle's going late right now. The mock draft.
Yeah, he's going late.
He will be on my team if that's where he's getting drafted.
He will be on my team if that's where he's getting drafted.
And then also BTJ, he played this injury card the whole year last year, and with the struggle bus and everything, I think he's going to come back and do what he did his rookie year. Maybe not all the way, but he's going to be a viable wide receiver too. You can call me crazy.
All right.
I think Trevor Lawrence has got a little pep in his step with the new coach too. I like their coach. What's their coach's name?
William Cohen.
I love him. I love him. Now he was kind of cringy at the start of the year. It was kind of funny in them videos, but
I don't know about that. Like I just don't. Everything about the Jags this year just worries me. Like strange. Is he like a streamer, right? And then like the receivers, is Brian Thomas like? Did he have a lucky first year? I don't know. He was great in college, but he hasn't proved it 2 years in a row. And then the running back room, you're like, yeah, I mean, I'd take him. Like everybody on the Jags, I would take, right? I just don't know if I'd take them where they're going in the draft. I think I pass on almost all of them. With the exception of Brian Thomas, he's going in like the 7th.
Dude, he's going late.
I'll take that flyer every
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
I will
that's
take-
exactly what I'm saying. I'm not going out and getting him in the 5th round, but if he's there in the 7th, I'm picking him.
Well, you just said you're going to take
Tootin. Yeah, I'm taking him. I plan on being late in the 4th round because I'm going to win our little golf tournament thing. So I'm going to have the 1st or 2nd pick. And that's when I will be taking Tootin is the back-to-backs. And I'll be grabbing Quinshot and Tootin back-to-back. So just letting you all know.
I'm going to do a hot take. I think the best receiver on the team is Travis Hunter.
Yeah, but I don't think he's playing receiver.
I think he's going to be playing receiver.
I don't think so. I think he's playing DB.
I have a very hard time believing that when the last time he was on the field, he dropped 30 fantasy points and looked amazing. When he is allowed to go out there and just be an athlete and do what he does best, he looks better than all of them on the field. And then I think the number 2 is Jacoby Myers.
That's crazy.
I think BTJ was not as hurt as what they were leading on, and I'm not a big fan of BTJ. So
You think they're trying to trade him?
I think he could be a trade candidate late in the year, yes. I think BTJ could be a trade candidate. I think Parker Washington was just there because they needed someone on the field.
Spot filler.
I think Travis Hunter and Jacoby Myers are going to be your 2 guys that you want on the team. I think Trevor Lawrence is a great streaming quarterback and can give you an upside of like 45 points in the 2nd round of the playoffs when you need a win. And other than that, I
Just wish upon a star.
Yeah. I'm right there with you besides Tootin.
oh,
Just,
Tootin and BTJ. That's my
second
2 guys
greatest
I
team
would
that
want.
never won, right?
I mean, literally, you could have, he could have scored 38 and you'd have lost. But he scored 46. So there's that.
He looked like prime.
We played in the
Rodgers.
playoffs last year in the 2nd round. And again, I had another very strong team. And Cole's team was good too, but I think we would all agree that week in, week out, Cole's team wasn't scoring what my team was scoring. And Cole lucked, I mean, you can take offense to it, but Cole lucked out and had Trevor Lawrence score.
Cole
46
had the
points.
ingenious move of picking up Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah.
starting him.
He just knew
He had
Trevor
the
Lawrence was going to
ingenious
scramble.
move of picking up Michael Wilson, starting him.
I mean, he just knew Trevor Lawrence was going
Yeah,
to scramble for
he-
70 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he DM'd,
Two rush
he DM'd
touchdowns.
Trevor Lawrence before the game.
I did.
And he knew he was going
All
to
me.
stumble 30 yards into the end zone.
Trevor Lawrence, baby. Start him in your 2nd round of the playoffs, and you'll get a big win. But that's going to be it for the AFC South. Let's quickly talk about who's going to win it. Who do you think is going to win the division?
AFC South, I got the Jags, and then I have the Texans, and then I have the Colts, and then I have the Titans. And I think that the Jags are the only people that make the playoffs.
Okay. Who you got?
I got Jags 1. I'm going to do, if Daniel Jones comes back, which I think he will after a few games, I think it'll be the Colts, then the Texans, then the Titans. Titans are last.
I would go Jags, Texans because of no idea when Daniel Jones is going to come back. So kind of downgrades their winning. And then Colts and then Titans. And then, so Jags, Texans, Colts, Titans. So we're going to move on to the NFC South now. The NFC South, we are going to start with the Panthers. The division-winning Panthers last year.
Yeah.
So, how you see them playing out this year?
I think every year they're going to be underrated. I think my hot take with the Carolina Panthers, everybody is going to be what they were last year, with the exception of if Jonathan Brooks plays, that is his backfield. If Jonathan Brooks plays, if he is coming back like they say he is, and he doesn't come back too early and get hurt in the first or second game, Jonathan Brooks is 10 times better of a running back than Chuba Hubbard. He's a dog, man. He's so good, and he hasn't had a chance to show it yet. I just think that he's going to come in and dominate. The Panthers lost a little bit on the O-line, but not enough to change that they can run it down people's throat. So, do I see a little bit of a split backfield? Could I see where he is slowly taking over the job and it takes him half the year? Yes. So does that mean draft Jonathan Brooks high? No. But if you can get a value pick for him, he could end up winning you a fantasy championship in my point. And I guess that's a hot take, but I mean, everybody else exactly like last year. The receiver, I always forget his name.
Tetero.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Say it.
Tetero.
Okay.
McMillan.
Okay, he's great.
Ted.
Ted's great. Great receiver. Bryce Young, underrated. That's the running back. I'm so on kind of everybody else.
Big Bama fan. Bryce Young won us a bunch of games at Bama, so I do think Bryce Young's very underrated. And I want Tet on my team this year for fantasy. I don't want to draft him there. I think he's also going in the 4th round. But I want him on my team this year. I think he's going to do really good. And then I agree with everything you said about the backs. I think Jonathan Brooks is the better back out of the two. I don't know who else they got after them too, but I want Jonathan Brooks to win the job.
All right, I guess I'm the odd man out. I'll start with Jonathan Brooks and Chuba. I think Chuba is a solid NFL running back. I have not seen enough from Jonathan Brooks to really prove that he is this explosive, dynamic player that he was touted to be out of college. Never watched much of him in college. Don't really care what he did in college. He's been nothing but injured. Don't think he could be the same player as he was in college after being injured as much as he was. I think the
injury.
Best case scenario for Jonathan Brooks, it'll be 50-50 timeshare. Worst case, it'll be 80-20 Chuba. So I want Chuba. Worst case scenario, Chuba Hubbard's in a 50-50 timeshare in my opinion. So give me Chuba. I'll take him where he's going in the draft, get a value pick on a running back, and be happy with him all year long. Tet, I would take him in the 4th. I would take him where he's going. I don't know exactly where he's going, but his value's there wherever he's going. So I like Tetero.
I love Tet this year.
And Bryce Young is not one of those quarterbacks that's in the streaming category for me. He's one of those guys that I see him on the waiver wire and I'm like, hey, you're doing good right where you are. You just stay there. So that's my take on the Panthers.
Yeah, I would gamble with you with Brooks on Chuba, but I don't think that's a fair, because we don't even know if he's really back.
To be honest with you, I don't even feel that strongly about
Yeah.
Jonathan Brooks or Chuba Hubbard. I wouldn't want to gamble with it because neither one of them are people that I actually believe in. I just believe that the NFL is a different beast than college, and him coming off 2 injuries from stuff that I've seen in the past.
I know, but they would have cut him. Do you understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't be on the team.
I don't doubt they would have cut him.
Yeah, if he wasn't that
I
good,
think he
he
has
would not be on
something
the
to
team.
give, but I'm saying that I don't think it's going to be as much as, what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he's a great player.
Okay.
I don't think he's got the chance to show it.
All right.
What you got next?
We're going to move on. We're going to go to the Buccaneers.
I'll go first. Emeka Ibuka. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce names, so y'all got to bear with me.
Yeah, you got it good.
He is going to be winning people championships in fantasy football this year. He's going to be winning championships in fantasy football this year. Bucky Irving, whatever. Like, if you want to play the game, play the game. Mike Evans, gone. Targets galore, right? Chris Godwin, he's not really there anymore. He's there, but he's not there. There has got to be somebody catching the ball, and Baker's going to be slinging it. He may throw 5 picks a game, but he's going to be slinging it. Somebody's got to catch the ball. It's not like he's playing for a terrible, terrible team, but the team isn't like it was. They've just consistently eroded over the
Baker
years.
Mayfield.
Right?
Dog.
Yeah, but Baker, like, grade A dog. I would start Baker just because he is Baker all year long in fantasy if I was able to draft him.
Baker has my favorite clip in the NFL from last year.
When he stood up on the safety?
The one where he's down hurt.
Yeah.
The safety stands over him. Completely ignores his injury, stands up and gets right back in his face.
He's pointing in his face.
Baker, dog. I'll go ahead and build off that. I think Chris Godwin's going to be a value. I think that even...
Let me say one more thing. I'm so sorry. I just forgot this. I'm sorry to mess you up. But your guy, Kenneth Gainwell, is going to hurt Bucky Irving.
I was getting...
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. When you started talking, I thought about your guy.
Chris Godwin's going to be a value in my opinion. I think he's going to be good in PPR leagues. He's going to catch balls. Is he going to give you that top high-end thing that he used to give you back in the day?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's going to. But he is going to be somebody that you can put on your bench and spot start him every now and then.
You think
I think
Ibuka is the guy,
I think
right?
Ibuka's the guy. I think he's going to be the guy. I think there's not much anybody can do about it.
Yeah.
He's going to be great next year. Give me Ibuka. I love him. Baker Mayfield, he's one of those guys that he's a streaming quarterback for me. But he's one of those streaming quarterbacks that you pick up and start for a period of time when he's hot.
Yeah.
And then when he cools off, middle of the season, when he's not feeling it anymore, that's when you drop him and you start streaming a little more.
You don't drop Baker Mayfield.
And then the backfield. This will probably be one of the hottest takes, but do not draft Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving was getting reps taken from Rachaad White last year and Sean Tucker. I don't know if you guys know this. They ran the ball 11 times. Only 11 times with goal-to-go carries. Can you guess how many goal-to-go carries Rachaad White got, Bucky Irving got, and Sean Tucker got?
Yeah, I would guess that it is 5-5-1.
Who are the fives?
I would say Sean Tucker got 5.
Okay.
And I would say Rachaad White got 5. And I would say Bucky got 1.
Okay.
Because Bucky's between
What do you
the
think?
these guys.
I think it was about 60, 20, percentage-wise.
And who got the most?
Rachaad White.
Okay. So Sean Tucker got 8 goal line carries.
Golly.
They played him like he was a
Rachaad
big
White.
guy.
Rachaad White got 2. And Bucky Irving got 1.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now, what that goes to tell me is that supports your thing. Baker Mayfield's getting up to the line. He's seeing 8 people in that box, and he's going, I got people out there better than the people in here.
Yeah, we're going
And
for
we're
it.
going for it.
Let's go.
I love Baker for that.
Yeah.
Now, my response to that is you got a vet in the backfield. You got a guy who's been good to decent at everywhere he's been. He had a breakout year last year on the Steelers. Give me Kenneth Gainwell late in the draft. Give him a few weeks to earn a spot on the field and put that man in your lineup.
Yeah.
I promise you he is going to be more valuable than people think, and it's going to take a whole lot away from Bucky Irving. And if you're drafting Bucky Irving in the 2nd round, you are just going to hurt yourself.
He's going to the 4th.
If you're drafting Bucky Irving in the 4th, you are just going to hurt yourself. Bucky Irving will not return on investment this year.
I think Trent should draft Bucky Irving.
I think Trent should draft Bucky Irving too. I love that.
It's not a should. He's going to.
Trent, you never have running backs. Take them.
What you got for the Bucks?
I couldn't agree more with everything you said. The Kenneth Gainwell thing, he's going to win the backfield, in my opinion. I think at worst 50-50 share. And then the Chris Godwin take where you said he's going to steal reps, I agree. I know it's on the little notifications on Sleeper, but it's saying, I've been looking at him in mock drafts because he's going in like the 10th or 11th round.
Late.
He's going late. It's saying he's like looking like he's back to not wide receiver one seasons where he had, but like where
I mean,
where he's going to have a role in the
That's
offense.
coach talk. I mean, you're gonna
I
hear
agree, but it
he's looking
kinda-
the best he's ever looked. Right
Chris,
Everybody
no,
looks great right now.
Yeah.
They know. He didn't say that.
No,
He
I
was
know,
basically
but
saying,
it's
like,
just a running
like he
joke.
came back from the injury looking good, you know,
Yeah.
because he had a bad injury last
Yeah.
year, pretty bad injury, almost like a Tyreek Hill type deal.
I would just say avoid Bucky Irving. Is
I agree.
my general consensus.
Well, you do know the Bucks are like one of the highest spots for a vet receiver to get signed to, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been watching that, but like
There's no vet receivers out there that scare me though for Egbuka.
not in Buka, but
Tyreek Hill comes back.
Godwin.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
If
obviously-
Tyreek Hill or Stephon Diggs go there, he's in trouble.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm just building off of what's on the Bucks right now.
Yeah, I'm just
So
yeah. I will say though, just caveat, I don't agree with you. I think the Bucky's going to hold at least 60%, but not because of talent. I think that the Tampa Bay took him. They don't want him anymore, but they want something for him.
Tampa Bay's trying to win.
But what I'm saying is, I think that they're going to try to dish him. Now, I think when they dish him, they're full blown Gainwell. I think Gainwell is a late season guy, perfect for end of draft. Hold him the whole year. I think you're right on that. But like,
I think he's end of draft. I think 4 or 5 weeks in, you're going to be able to flex him in every now and again.
I just think
But
it's
I
gonna
think
take
towards the end
longer
of the
than
year,
that.
he's going to be great.
I think it's going to take longer than that. I think they're going to run Bucky a lot, and they're going to try to dish him in the beginning weeks, especially to a team like the Vikings. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, somebody like that that's trying to make a run too. You know, let him mess up on another player.
Gainwell's the better pass catcher. He's not as injury prone. I think the start of the year is when he's going to do really good because Bucky's probably still going to be hurt. It's still saying he's questionable. He's not even practicing right
No,
now.
I know.
I know it's
think-
really
I
early,
think
but
Tampa Bay
I-
wants to try to move him. That's what I think. But
I
don't
think
really
they're going to give up on him.
All right, let's get to the easy team
all
in
right.
this one. Atlanta Falcons.
Little Falcons action.
Yeah, let's get the
All right.
easy team out.
Let's
Let's try to hit all the key points here.
Let's just knock it out.
Let's
fast.
just knock it out real fast. Bijan Robinson,
Stud.
great. Can we all agree?
Dog.
Okay.
Stud.
Kyle Pitts, he'll give you a good game every now and again.
Stud. Kyle Pitts is a
This is going to
stud.
be the hardest.
Draft Kyle
This
Pitts.
is going to be the one.
Okay, he feels strongly about it. You
No,
wanna go
I'm
down?
joking. It's just
Okay.
been a running joke in fantasy about Kyle Pitts, and for him to have the year he did last year,
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Street,
I'm like,
streaming tight end.
perfect
Kyle
streaming
Pitts.
tight end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody you could pick up and he might get hot for 5 or 6 weeks.
Drake London,
Same.
good to great. I mean, he's
Same.
stud. I mean, really good receiver. One of the highest paid receivers in the league right now.
Same.
Quarterback, we're not starting a quarterback from the Falcons.
No, Tua might play half the year before he gets another concussion.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Michael Penix will be another lefty that comes in and throws him a little bit.
So, is there anybody else on the team y'all want to hit?
I think we all agree on the Falcons. I think the Falcons are boring. Draft Bijan, draft Drake London, Kyle Pitts later in the draft if you can get good value for him.
I think
I will say that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Bama boys here. I think Tua is the better quarterback, and if he doesn't get a concussion, which he probably will, but if he doesn't get a concussion, I think that betters the Falcons' odds, NFL wise, to actually do something.
So-
I want to get off the Falcons, but I do want to say one more thing. Zachariah Branch is a monster.
yeah.
Okay.
I was about to talk about him.
I'm not saying that this is the year you need to pick him up, but if you take a flyer on him and he turns out to be the wide receiver 2 there and plays a Darnell Mooney type role, he could be very valuable in fantasy this year. He is a
It's
monster.
going to be a Mike. It's going to be a Mike in a couple of years. It's going to be a Mike Evans, Chris Godwin situation where both of them were amazing.
I think Zachariah Branch can do Devo Samuel type stuff.
Yes, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
So the only thing I would like to add with the Falcons is I'm just excited to watch Bijan this year with no what's his name? Algier in the backfield with him.
That's awesome.
It's going to be exciting football.
Well,
It's-
what's scary is the Gibbs.
I
It's the
know.
Gibbs Bijan. They
Uh-huh.
both don't have that handcuff
Yeah.
anymore. You
Yeah.
get to just let them loose and see what happens.
just unleash both of them.
yeah.
I love NFL football, and I'm so excited to see both of them just
Yeah.
be. I'm a Gibbs guy. You're a Bijan guy.
But they got to be
We-
the 1-2, right?
we can
Bijan Gibbs got to be the 1-2.
we can both respect it and say it's going to be fun football to watch.
It'll be fun.
So that's the Falcons.
Knock on wood. Neither of them get hurt. That would be.
Why would you even say
I
that?
knocked on wood. I knocked on wood.
All right.
Stop talking.
Let's do the Saints. Streaming quarterback Tyler Shutt, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Possibly.
he could get better. I mean, he could get better to where you start him throughout the rest of the season, but he's got to prove to you at the beginning of the year that he can do what he did at the end of the year. I mean, if you're in a 12-man league and he's scoring within top 12 every time like he did at the end of the year, he's a starter.
Yeah.
I think you got to make him prove it at the beginning of the year. I'm not drafting him.
Yeah.
But if he's on the free agency list, I'll see what he does.
So let's throw the running back room over to Evan. Evan, what are you thinking about Travis Etienne and Alvin
From
Kamara?
previous video, I want to say exactly what I said. I said he's going to perform close to where his ADP is. I think Kamara is going to take a decent bit of the passing work, a good chunk out of it, but I think Travis Etienne will eventually show he is the better back.
Running back 17.
Running back 17, and I think he would finish around that spot, and I think he has a chance to do a little bit better. I know it's a new team. I think Travis Etienne is better than what people make him out to be.
Your response?
Here's what I have to say. If they weren't going to use Kamara, he wouldn't be on the team. That's my point. Kamara wouldn't be on the team anymore. They would have cut him for a deal. They would have got rid of him. They would have picked up somebody else to back up ETN.
He almost went to the Chiefs, but nobody wanted him. Okay,
I understand, but
and I'm sure if you cut him, you still got to pay him what you've been paying him.
No,
so
but you can get out of a contract. You can spread it out throughout years. You also can get rid of them for cheaper. You can trade them to another team for way less than what they were asking for. And my point is if he's still on the team, there's a reason. I'm not saying that at the end of the year, Alvin Kamara is going to be taking stuff from Travis Etienne. But at the beginning of the year, you're not telling me they're not going to run that guy into the ground. They're not going to just, hey, let's see what we can get out of this guy.
They're not going to do. They're not going to run him into the ground. They went out.
You're telling me there's no world they do.
They're not going to run him into the ground. Okay, he's going to be used pass work. A lot of the red zone stuff, he's going to be used. But is running back 17 that hard to accomplish for Travis Etienne this coming up year? No, it's not. I don't see how you're shaking your head at that, especially at the end of the year when Travis Etienne is going to be the lead
I think
back.
Travis Etienne is a phenomenal person to have for the playoffs. I think it's phenomenal to make a push for the playoffs. I think at the beginning,
Kamara got hurt last year.
I think at the beginning, I mean,
Missed like 6 games, I'm pretty sure.
people get hurt all the time, bro. At the beginning of the year,
5. Thanks.
at the beginning of the year,
Pretty close for a guess.
I think it's definitely going to be a 50-50 split. I think that Kamara played on the team last year, which says something. There's going to be pass protections and different stuff where he's going to be in the game, and because he's in the game that played before, he's going to be in the next play. He's going to get a play call that ETM won't get at the beginning of the year. Throughout the year, I think ETM will take over the job. And what I'm saying is if I'm a coach and I have Alvin Kamara, and he can do any of the stuff he used to do, any of it, take all the 5 things a running back does. If he can do one of them, I am pushing that button until the button don't work anymore. I'm using up every little push I got until Kamara doesn't work anymore.
So where do you think Etienne's going to finish on the year?
I think that ETN is going to have a chance to help people win leagues, but I think he's going to finish like 24.
I don't feel very strongly about this argument. I'm trying to sit out of it. ETN's one of those guys that I'm going to let somebody else draft, and we'll figure it out.
Let me state this.
I don't think he could. I think there's a realm possibility where he's correct. He finishes at running back 17, or maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. I also think there's a realm possibility where he's right. So this is all whoever you think is given the better argument.
Well, this is my only take on the Saints. Everybody's sleeping on Chris Olave this year. Chris Olave is going to produce this year because are the Saints playing for a championship? Not yet. But if they can move him after showing what he is, which he's not a stud, but I mean, if they can get stuff for him, you're telling me they're not going to try to show him off this year? Now they have a guy that can just throw the ball like it's just an NFL quarterback, like not a tight end running back, Taysom Hill, I can do it all. Like they actually have a real quarterback.
Let me clear up one thing. I'm not going out and getting Travis Etienne. If he falls to me late in the middle fourth, and I can grab him and Tootin together, I would be fine with it. 'Cause that's where he's going. The Chris Olave thing.
You can only take one of them in the fourth.
Back to backs. First overall pick.
So you're going to take him at the end of the third and the beginning of the fourth?
Because I'm gonna be
Chris Olave is going as wide receiver.
Yeah, that's
right now.
this is what I'm about to say. He's going like high second round. I don't think he's getting overlooked. I finally think he's getting his flowers, and I think he's going to do what people think he's going to do. I don't disagree with you.
In my opinion,
nobody's sleeping on him.
I would take George Pickens, Devonta Smith, Tyrone McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Ladd McConkey, Emeka Egbuka.
That
You
is
would take
absurd.
you
That
would
is
take
absurd. No, say
real quick.
no,
We got to
no.
end it soon. But
Let
you
him
would
say
take
this.
Garrett Wilson over Chris Olave.
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Pause. No. You're taking George Pickens over.
Yes.
And when CeeDee Lamb came back, George Pickens was barely anywhere to be found. He was. No, you can go back and look. When he came back, he wasn't as George Pickens as he was because Jake wasn't scoring as
but
much
he's
last
not.
year.
He's not. It didn't just disappear.
Okay, first off,
I'm not.
Let me look.
Devontae
First off,
Smith. Maybe.
we're not going down that whole argument. We're going to hit him later on another video. What I'm saying is the Cowboys are going to have 40 points to the receivers every game. So when somebody's not there, right, the one of them's going to score 40. So let's save that for another video. Let's end it since Bear messed the video up, and we got to. There's going to be something in the middle here.
All right.
Let's
So
end it.
let's quickly rankings.
Oh, rankings. I have Saints. I have Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, and I have. Give me the Bucks making the playoffs. It'll be a 9-8 team making the playoffs, something like
All right,
that.
give me the Bucks winning it because of that dog they got at quarterback. Then I'm gonna go Falcons, Saints, Panthers.
I think you can go any order in this one.
Yeah, I think they're all gonna finish right there at like 500.
Yeah.
I want Panthers.
I hope at the end of the year they play like both division games are played on week.
That's usually how it is. I'm pretty sure.
That'd be
That's how it was last year.
fantastic. That's good football, right?
Panthers, Saints, Bucks, Falcons is what I got.
All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to the PFA podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions we will get to.
Please comment. We like the comments. We can build off of them.
Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on the next one.